peeps all around the world watching my video. Now in my previous video I did the top 5 best unique melee weapons. Now today I'm going to be doing a bit of a follow-up with the top 5 best ranged weapons. So let's get right into the video and start at number 5, which is the Guardian Bow. Now, I bet a lot of you are thinking, how is there any bow in this? Well, the Guardian Bow is pretty good, because look, you can obviously one-shot zombies, but you can two-shot the iron armor zombies, and if you hold the arrows back, you can do a lot of damage, and this even multiplies when you have a flaming quiver. And yeah, well, you don't really need to hold back on the enemies that don't have that much health, but stuff like this, if you hold back a lot, it does a lot of damage. So yeah, because look at this damage. Okay, I do not want to be stuck in a spider's web. But yeah, so the Guardian Bow is pretty good, because whilst in a situation like this where there's not many mobs and the only mobs there are that are all spread out, it's pretty good. It's just when testing the weapons, because I test weapons, I don't just be like, I like this weapon and I think it'll be good, so I add it. No, I actually test them. When you're in a crowded situation with a lot of mobs, it's not that good because because not only is it a single target bow, you only get its unique effect when you hold back, which if you're hold up. So if you're in a group of a lot of mobs surrounding you, you won't have the time to hold back, which basically means it'll be a normal bow. And that's probably what put it in at number 5. But yeah, that is number 5, the Guardian Bow. Now, number 4 is the baby crossbows. Now these are pretty good because they shoot 2 projectiles which grow in size because they have the growing enchantment. So the further back you are, the more damage you do. Okay. That was not meant to happen, but that was because they were enchanted mobs. Don't blame the bows. But yeah, so they shoot 2 projectiles, so which means 2 fireworks arrows. Okay, this is really not good. Okay, don't mind that. That is my skill level, not the baby crossbow's fault. But yeah, they shoot 2 arrows, which grow in size, so the further away they are, the more damage they do. Now I'm just going to quickly go over here because I have this stupid glitch with the flaming quiver. Oh, not now, seriously? Because yeah, there's a glitch with the flaming quiver which basically sometimes doesn't let you use it. Anyways, that could be for another video. But yeah, so the further back you are, the more damage the arrows do because they have growing in it. And also, yeah, and it shoots 2 projectiles, one after another. So it's like taking 2 shots on an enemy, not 1. Oh, again, I swear to God. Seriously, that is so stupid. That is the problem with flaming quivers. They do that stupid glitch, which can cost you a life. But anyway, so yeah. Oh gosh, I hate geomancers. But yeah, you get growing arrows and 2 projectiles. Now, the only real problem with this is that you have to be far back to activate the unique effect. If you're up close like this, it'll just be, like normal crossbows, which in this case is apparently still pretty good. Wow. I guess simply because you get 2 arrows. Yeah, you get one that does a lot and then another that does more. But yeah, so never mind. These are really good. Really, I was really expecting them to be harder. But yeah, that is number 4, the baby crossbows. By the way, you can get the Guardian Bow in like pumpkin pastures and anyway you can get the longbow. and the baby crossbows you can get in lower temple. But now it's time to move on to unique range weapon number 3, which is the lightning harp crossbow. Sorry, I just had to check my list because I forgot what number 3 was. But yeah, this is really good because not only does it fire 3 projectiles by itself, but they ricochet. They have a chance to ricochet. Because so like, let me just like watch this. Where are enemies? Look at that. Within no time, I can take down all these enemies. Bang. And yeah, when you use a firework arrow, I mean you'll shoot 3, which also will have a chance to bounce off each other to hit other mobs. So yeah, oh, hello. So yeah, it has 3 arrows that go. That's an arrow that splits into 3 that bounces off each other, which is pretty good if you ask me. And combo this was like the flame quiver, or as I mentioned earlier, the firework arrow. And you have one good bow on your hand. And with some archer's armor like I'm wearing or any other, you could easily make a good build, just a good build around this bow. Don't walk through fire though. And look, you see, it bounced off and did more damage. So yeah, with the lightning harp, the good thing about it is it ricochets off, which I've said millions of times, but I can say it again. Let's just see how good it can go against this guy. Now look, and also, and doesn't exactly do. It's not like one of those big tanky bows that do in like a crikey lot of damage. Bam! Wow, look at that though. But anyway, it still holds its own for damage, and it, as I said, oh wow. It also has that unique perk of ricocheting as well as 3 arrows. What more could you possibly want from a bow? Well, once I get rid of this guy, I'll tell you what more you'll want from a bow. Okay, let me tell you what more you could want from a bow with number 2, which is the lightning harp crossbows. The scatter crossbows other unique. At number 2, the harp crossbow. Now the harp crossbow, now if you're wondering, why should I want a harp crossbow? Here's why the harp crossbow is better. Because whilst no, it doesn't have the ricochet like the lightning harp, it has something even better. I just want to show it against a big group. It shoots 5 arrows. So whilst you don't get a ricochet perk, you get 5 arrows. So instead of 3 measly flame arrows, you get 5. Or instead of 3 measly firework arrows, you get 5. It's perfect. And also, the harp and lightning harp, well, they aren't exactly that rare. Like, whilst, yeah, they, like, because if you're a beginner, you get them from Soggy Swamp, so you can easily get them from there. So yeah, they're not that hard to get, and yeah, and just like I was saying before with the lightning harp, whilst it doesn't have the most damage because it shoots 5 arrows, a bow that does like 2,000 damage, bow that does like 3,000 damage and shoots 5 arrows is just OP. So whilst it doesn't do that, it shoots 5 arrows, which is more than worth it. Because that means its unique perk is useful anytime. Unlike the Guardian bow where it's only useful from long range, its unique perk is useful anytime. And it is so yeah, because look, you can just shoot these guys. And now if I was using like a bow that shoots only 1 shot, that would have been a lot longer. But since my bow does more than 1 shot, it is way quicker. Because whilst it's not the most effective against one boss, don't get me wrong, it still does the job, it's just not the most effective. Well, because yeah, it does its job, but it's not the most effective. It gets the job done. but it's where it shines when you're in a pack of mobs crowded in a corner is where this bow shines. So yeah, just but yeah, and the thing is that you're probably wondering, you said this was number 2, yet you've talked so well about it. How could anything be better? Well, young dealing thing, let me show you. The number 1 bow in Minecraft Dungeons is about to be revealed. It is the... Oh, let me just kill these guys because I don't want to be attacked in my inventory. Is the... Come on, just die already. The firebolt thrower. Now you're probably thinking, how did the Guardian bow and baby crossbows beat the imploding crossbow? Because whilst the imploding crossbow is pretty good, it only shoots 1 shot, which, don't get me wrong, that's fine. It just, the slowness of it combined with the not as much arrows, and the enchantment isn't the best, as well as the fact on exploding crossbows you can't use the flame quiver. It's just, this is better, because I'd rather have an exploding bow with chain reaction instead of gravity, because what you can do is you can get 5 shots at once. You can literally, if chain reaction activates, you can get 5 exploding arrows coming from the explosion point. Because look, like that, if you get chain reaction, all those arrows fire, and if you're in a horde of enemies, that's going to be useful. Oh gosh. And by the way, that's why you should never try and hug a creeper. They are not friendly in the slightest. And also, whilst, yeah, it's chain reaction, it's an exploding crossbow, it does a lot of damage. Its arrows literally explode. What more could you want? So yeah, this is like, if you want a high damage bow, this is perfect. There is only one. Oh, okay. Should I use my potion? Anyways, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. But yeah, there is only one problem that I can think of with the firebolt thrower, and that problem is that the firebolt thrower doesn't work with flaming quivers. Now look, because with flaming quivers you don't see any explosion, but as soon as those flaming quivers are gone, boom, explosion. So it doesn't work with flaming quivers, and I doubt it works with torment quivers ever either. I haven't tried it, but I highly doubt that. But yeah, well, that's gonna do it for this video on the top 5 ranged weapons in Minecraft Dungeons. I hope you enjoyed. I really, really hope you enjoyed. And yeah, if you disagree or have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. And remember, like and subscribe because it helps out the channel a lot. And that's gonna do it for this video.